All right, what's good? This is a very anticipated podcast, a well asked for guest. You guys have been spamming me, asking me to get on Calvin, get on Calvin. We have Deji strength and conditioning coach.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, man. I want to get straight into it, man. I want to talk about Deji's training camp a little bit. In his previous fights, there would be backlash to his trainers. For example, in his first Jake Paul fight, it was that his trainers threw in the towel. In his second Vinny Hacker fight, it was that his trainers are not too good and they don't know what they're doing. Can you guarantee in this training camp and there will be no excuses?
Um, one of the good things is that I never looked into his previous training. I didn't really care. I kind of watched a couple of his. I watched his fights, and I kind of familiarized myself with what I saw in the fight itself. But I didn't really go into his previous trainers. I didn't even know who his previous trainers were. It's kind of irrelevant. When I met him, kind of put him through a few of his paces just to see what he's doing, and then I worked with what I saw. I didn't work with like anything against any of his previous trainers. With this camp, in terms of him saying, in terms of us saying, is this a proper camp? I would 100% say this is a proper camp. Nothing, no criticism to his previous camps. I have no idea again what happened in his previous camps. I'm not sure, but in this camp, I am taking this 110% seriously.
Yeah.
Everyone else involved in this is taking it 110% seriously. From myself in the strength and conditioning to his boxing coach and to Deji as well. Like Deji is 110% committed, which is nice to work with.
There's lots of rumors that Deji would not put in the work in his previous training camps. Is he putting in the work this time? Is he dedicated and like grinding like it's a world champion fight?
Again, when it comes to like last time and this time, I couldn't honestly say whether or not he didn't do it last time and who was. However, this time, or this is the only time that really matters. I mean, he's here. He's in this 110%. The grind is real. The growth that he's made, mentally and physically, has been phenomenal, in my opinion. And obviously, I'm going to say something along those lines because I'm trying to. But I'm genuinely in awe of his growth.
As a viewer's standpoint, in his fights, we can see that Deji, his boxing ability wasn't far off from his opponents. But one thing that would pull him down, one con that he had, is his stamina. How is cardio like this time around? Can he go 6 rounds without gassing out? How's it like?
Part of me wants to say wait and see. Part of me will say just wait and see, and let's see if he can go 6 rounds. But yeah, he's able to do that. He's able to do it. He's able to do what's asked of him, and then some.
There's always anticipation when Deji would have a fight. Did Deji put in the work? And the answer would come in the weigh-ins. How is his physical this time around, aesthetic-wise?
So like you kind of answered your own question. I mean, in the sense of, well, how about we just wait for the weigh-ins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the thing is, when it comes to what the body looks like and what the body does, they're two different things. Look, take any ripped boxer, for instance, who's known for being in shape, and then look at someone like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's body does exactly what it needs to do, but it doesn't look like it, and everybody has to respect that. As long as the body does what it needs to do, it kind of doesn't really matter what it looks like. But if the body looks like what it's supposed to do and doesn't respond to it, doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then that's a problem. And a lot of people are caught up with what the body looks like, oh, has he got abs? Like a lot of the messages I'm receiving is, has Deji got abs? Well, what if Deji's got abs and then got knocked out? Would it matter? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if he's got abs or not. It matters is, can he last, can he exceed, and can he dominate? And as long as he does that, what he looks like is irrelevant. You know, like we gotta go back to basics and what we're actually asking for. Are we asking for Deji to get a W, or are we asking for Deji to look pretty? Because they can be two different things. At the moment, I'm focusing like a lot on what Deji needs to do. In the process, the body will change. You know, things will, you know, muscles will grow, and honestly, without obviously revealing too much, if he comes in with abs, he comes in with abs. I actually couldn't care less, as long as he could take a shot, deliver a shot, and last the rounds.
How is his training scheduling? Like, how many times a week is he training? How much road work is he doing? Can you say that?
Yeah, he's self-disciplined, so the road work is going well. I'm not really going to drop too many numbers, but yeah, his road work's going well. His boxing training is at a higher frequency than his strength and conditioning, as it should be. You know, so I see him. I probably see him about 3 times a week. If I see him more than that, it's just to accompany him while he does something he's supposed to do on his own. Other than that, yeah, his frequency with his boxing coach is higher. So, you know, he's in the gym, but this guy's in the gym. Make no doubt about that.
What is his diet like? How much is he eating? Can you tell us the macronutrients of his daily diet?
At the moment, he's got a meal prep company. His average meal is about 400 calories, 400 to 450 calories. And do the math, he's eating about 3 to 4 times a day. Sometimes more, depending on how hard he's trained.
One thing that's really, when you look at the fight and the matchup on paper, you could see that Deji has more in-ring experience, but the advantages that Alex Wassabi has is obviously size and reach. How are you guys planning to work around the reach and height advantage?
Again, that's more of a boxing question. However, everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the face. So if Alex might have the reach, but it's not a phenomenal difference to the point where it's like, how is anybody going to get close to Alex? Alex honestly doesn't scare me in any way. Not me personally. He doesn't scare us. He doesn't scare us as a camp. We're not looking past him, but we're going to deliver, if that makes sense. We are going to deliver what we're planning to deliver. Alex's reach and Alex's height, it's just what it is. Yeah, there's nothing much in it, and Deji's hands are more than capable of. Once we're inside that reach, it's going to be a very big problem. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, but that's something more for the boxing coach anyway. But from what I've seen, yeah, not really. It's not enough of a reach advantage to make a massive difference.
Yeah, and there's a photo circulating of Deji and KSI training together. A lot of fans rumored that they have sparred. Can you talk about what happened when KSI came to the camp?
I love how much rumors are going around. Everything's a rumor, isn't it? Yeah. No, there was no sparring. That was a brother, helping a brother, in every way, mentally and physically. It was a joy to watch. It was a joy to be a part of. Yeah, iron sharpens iron. He definitely came down to make sure. and to help where he could. And it was a joy to watch. There was no sparring going on. I'm sure those two have sparred a million times in their life growing up, you know. But there was no sparring in that video, so yeah, that rumor's dead.
A lot of people like to say Deji has a lot of natural ability. Do you think that's a fair statement? They also say he has more natural ability than KSI. Is that true?
Sorry, what was the second part you said?
So the first part was that Deji, a lot of people say Deji has natural ability. And the second one was people like to say he has more natural ability than KSI. Do you think those both statements are true?
I can't vouch for the second one. You know, that's an opinion on whoever said it. Can't confirm nor deny that. You know, you have to. You know, they're both not even in the same field anymore. So yeah, can't. Yeah, that's kind of like each individual person's, and I haven't seen any difference. So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't put an answer to that question. However, for Deji's natural ability, yeah, that's a very, very fair statement. It's a very factual statement as far as I'm concerned. He picks up stuff very quickly. He's able to deliver. So if you point him in the right direction, he literally is. He's on it, you know. So yeah, definitely naturally gifted.
Deji's previous fights, he was always on the undercard. In his first fight, he was co-main, and in his last fight, he wasn't even co-main. He was undercard. This is his first time headlining an event. Can he handle all that pressure?
That's a question for the future, man. Like at the moment, I haven't seen any concern about this. But that's a question you'll get the answer for on the night. So you'll find out what, you know, could he handle it? You know, the way that I'm thinking now at the moment is going to be positive anyway. So I'm going to be like, yes he can, of course he can. But that's answered on the day. That's answered on the day itself. So, you know, we'll find out. I don't see there being a problem with the pressure. I don't see there being a problem with the pressure. So, yeah, but we'll find out on the night, to be honest.
In these social fights, these are like massive events. Like there's press conferences and weigh-ins that like to rile up the fans, get them excited on the edge of their seats. In those type of events, the press conferences and weigh-ins, you could see that Deji gets riled up a lot and brings his emotion out. How are you guys gonna approach the weigh-ins and the press conference this time around?
Man, Deji's his own man. Whatever Deji wants to do, he can do it. You know, if he wants to, whatever he wants to do, if he wants to go nuts, he can go nuts. If he wants to stay quiet in his corner, he can stay quiet in his corner like that. That's a question for him. Like the only thing I would personally do is make sure he's safe. That's about it. Like if he wants to play into the hands, if he wants to, whatever he wants to do, that's why you follow him, because you know of who he is and what he does. So you know, I'm not his management. I'm not him. I'm not his parents. Like whatever he wants to do, if he decides that he wants to be cool and calm, relax, he can do that. If he wants to make a noise and scream and shout and roar, that's up to him. So yeah, like and you know, he is an entertainer at the end of the day. So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna entertain. You know.
Yeah. So in this fight, can you tell us what weight class are you guys fighting at, or is it a catch weight? How's the weight working?
It kind of changed. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to get back to you.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you.
What weight is Deji walking around at now? Can you say?
Nah.
No.
I'll stay away from that. Yeah, that's a bit too much information for someone else.
Yeah. In this after this fight, there's a lot of back and forth with Deji and Bryce Hall. If Deji wins this fight, it's kind of leading up to the Bryce Hall fight. Are you guys about that fight? Are you guys gonna take the fight? What do you think of Bryce Hall as a boxer?
I'm not involved. I'm not involved in that side of things, my man. I'm just a strength and conditioning coach, not
Hmm.
management, and not Deji. So
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So there's also a lot of rumors that K-Star is gonna come out performing during Deji's ring walk. Can you tell us about his ring walk? What attire he's gonna wear? Can you tell us about that?
Nah, we're focused on the camp, man.
Yeah.
We're focused on the camp. At the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if he just came out in and some gloves. We're actually focused on the camp. Like all of that's later on and other people's jobs. So yeah, like we're not talk to him about what he's gonna be wearing and stuff like that. So that will be a surprise for all of us.
I've seen you guys been around another person on the fight card, King Kenny. Can you talk about how he's performing and his upcoming fight with Face Temper?
I've never met him, so I couldn't tell you a single word, good or bad about him. Well, he's also in camp, going as hard as he possibly can. So that's about as far as I can tell you. I have no idea.
I don't want to take too much of your time, man. Thank you for coming on. Again, thank you for the opportunity, man. I really appreciate it. Like this means a lot to me for you giving me the opportunity and letting me talk to you, man.
No worries, man. Listen. I'm just a guy, man. Just helping out. So no worries at all, man. It's been a pleasure.